Well, the Milwaukee County Board rejected an increase to the wheel tax today during a meeting to adopt a final budget.
But with that rejection, county programs and services now face across-the-board cuts.
Ricky Mitchell is live outside the courthouse with more on what the board decided. Ricky.
Well, Carol and George, right now vehicle owners in the county pay a $30 tax every time they register a car. But County Executive Chris Abele proposed doubling that in order to balance the budget. Today, the county board strongly rejected that plan.
It would have been political suicide for us to go for another $30 wheel tax.
With the rejection of an increased wheel tax, county board supervisors have instead adopted a plan that means each county department will face a budget cut of less than 1%.
I know there's been a lot of advertisements about what cuts we're making. We have not specified any of those cuts. Those are not my proposals. I mean, I've even had children come up to me asking me after seeing those commercials and say, "Is it true you're closing our parks?" No.
Board Chairman THEO LIPSCOMB is referring to commercials paid for by County Executive Chris Abele, lobbying for his budget plan. LIPSCOMB says each department, not the county board, will choose how to manage the cuts. Those departments include the zoo, the Parks Department, and the Sheriff's Office.
We will do the same. We'll take our own medicine. The county board will cut our expenditures by the same amount.
The budget does include restoring $200,000 for senior centers and new funding to combat sex trafficking. Although Abele has the power to veto parts of the budget plan adopted today, he says he's not going to.
Obviously, I have big concerns, but vetoing isn't going to change this. There's a huge majority. They will override it. I'm just going to get to the work of trying to implement this as responsibly as possible. But your viewers should know that, as we have been saying for months, the cuts that are talked about here are significant, and I think they're bigger than people think.
Now, while Abele said he won't veto anything, he also said he's not going to sign the budget. By law, he says he has to implement what the board approves, but he's not going to endorse it because of all of his concerns. Reporting live outside the county courthouse, Ricky Mitchell, today's TMJ4.
Yeah, a lot of belt tightening. Thank you very much, Ricky.